Masturbation.
Why are you watching?
What the fuck is that? Dude, we can't afford a John Williams fanfare. That shit's expensive.
Ah, fuck it. Just start the show.
Good.
Jackasses who want the minimum wage to $15 an hour. And I only bring that up because he's here. Because you said, wait till Eric's here.
Yeah, no, wait till we were not allowed to talk about this last time.
I don't agree with it one fucking iota. Because, so you raise everybody's minimum wage to $15 an hour. Whether it's over 5 years or 10 years. Any other company is not going to raise everybody else's wages to match what it is.
Right, all you do is increase the wage of existing workers.
If they do increase the wage, it's not going to benefit bringing up the minimum wage. And if you bring up the minimum wage that amount, all you're going to do is put the people who busted their ass down to a level. So you're actually making more poor people than anything.
Plus, you're going to drive out, your McDonald's isn't going to be able to afford $1 menu anymore.
Yeah, it'll be a $5.
And those people shouldn't get fucking $15 an hour because they can't get my order right half the goddamn time.
Right, you can't put a round burger on a round bun straight.
No shit. Not only that, but half the time they give you fucking pictures and the machine tells you how much change to give me and you still can't do it right.
Why is it every time we talk about raising minimum wage, we bring up the dipshits that work at fucking McDonald's?
Because they're the
dipshits
bitching.
They're the ones who there are more people working out there that aren't slaving over that aren't flipping burgers for a living, and the only people that are bitching about raising it to $15 an hour are probably the people who are making over $15.
Those are the people who are going to be hurt. They should be bitching.
Well, I give a shit about them.
Well, they don't give a shit about you either.
Just to be $15.
Class warfare. Get a better job.
I got a better job.
No, obviously not.
I want you to raise my wages to $15 an hour without me having to go look for another fucking job.
Okay. So
no, not okay.
No.
Just do it.
I'm going to bring up something
Just
my father
fucking do
told
it.
me and I told my kids. Okay? is pick the lifestyle you want to live that you can be happy with. And then find yourself a fucking job that'll support it. And if you can't do both, you have to change one or the other. Either change the lifestyle you want or change the job you're working. You know?
Oh, okay. Then I'm okay then.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm good because I can support myself on what I'm making. So
My thing is, don't raise it. I understand if you want to raise it. I understand that. And I'm okay with that. $15 an hour is fucking ridiculous. Because these companies are still going to want to make their profit.
I was going to say,
you're not going to change anything by raising minimum wage.
Oh, God, they're not going to
inflation,
raise
I
it to
think they said it was
$15 an
like
hour anyway.
was what they recommended. They wanted
That's
15.
what that's
what
Obama wants.
They want 15.
That's not what Obama wants. He wants to start another war.
Yeah, because then he can deflect everything from what the crap he's doing. Absolutely, I'm with you there. Yeah.
And the funny thing is people in the
I've never done
food
a job where I
industry
deserve more than $15.
don't get minimum wage.
What's that?
You're not actually technically needing to get minimum wage.
Well,
but a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people really don't realize that.
Well, if they get tips, they don't have to make minimum. Well, they have to earn minimum wage.
They're guaranteed minimum
Right.
wage through their employer.
So my wife doesn't make $15 an hour. Okay. Not anywhere close to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and here's a perfect example for you of how fucked up that is.
Don't fucking spill my soda.
So she works providing daycare now.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So she's going to get $15 an hour, which, sure, that'd be great.
Yeah,
We'd get more money
coming in
for a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. So she's charging $15 an hour to watch your kid.
Okay.
And you're making $15 an hour now.
Okay.
Okay? To pay her to babysit your kid.
For 8 hours.
Does that make sense to
I see where you're
anybody?
going with
Now,
this.
I'm not saying that people who are providing childcare shouldn't get paid well or shouldn't be able to make a good living. I'm not saying anybody shouldn't be able to. Okay?
I get where you're going with this now.
How come he gets
can't do that.
$15 an hour and I got to be the woman watching this guy? Where is that?
You got longer hair.
they raise minimum wage, where you work, that's classified agricultural. It wouldn't matter for you fucking one
No,
bit.
it wouldn't, because where I work, they don't even have to pay a guy overtime.
Right,
And in fact,
because
where
it's
I work,
agricultural.
most people don't even realize.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's agricultural.
You
And
don't get
agricultural is
paid
exempt
you don't
from
get
minimum
paid
wage and overtime.
And I have to buy my own tools.
Right.
If there is a tool out there
Wow.
that the
There's a
manufacturer
lot
of
of
the
tools
vehicle
out there.
doesn't supply,
You need to get
I buy it because the shop won't buy it.
shit.
There have been years where I've literally spent $2,000 on tools, and people think, "Oh, you're a mechanic, you make a ton of money." I also spend a
Spend
shit
a
ton of
fucking
money
money.
to make. Now, granted, a lot of it's tax deductible, but
Oh,
it
Well,
doesn't equal out.
tax deductible means if I spend $2,000 on tools, I can then turn around and say I don't have to pay taxes on $2,000. Not that I get $2,000 off my
Right.
taxes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
People tend to throw around tax deductible as if it's a wash, and it never has been.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
people
It
who say
doesn't.
that are people who've never
Well,
had to actually do tax
but there's
deductible.
another side of this too, though. Okay, so you have hourly employees. At least you get paid for every hour you work.
Yes.
Okay,
Salary-
I
get
understand
paid-
salary people
I
get
get paid a
fucked.
lot of
I
money.
understand that.
But not last year, but the year before, I was averaging almost 100 hours a week. Okay, I did not make $15 an hour.
I was gonna say the last salary job I had, I averaged
Okay.
68.
A person that makes $40,000 a year
Some
and is putting
salary
60 hours a
jobs,
week,
you
they're
can
not
put
making
overtime.
$15 an
No,
hour.
you don't get overtime if you're salary.
No. It's salaried, non-exempt, which I'm not exactly sure how the hell you get a job like that. You get a salary and you can get overtime. But I've never seen anybody that actually had that.
Right. The
The place where I
classification
work-
exists.
Right, it does. I've never
Where I
seen it,
work,
though.
salary people still have to punch a time clock.
Yeah, we
Oh,
still had
yeah,
to punch
yeah,
time
yeah.
clock.
Prove.
But
That
you
you
had
were
to
there
punch
at
time
least
clock to
40
prove that
hours.
you were doing at least 45 where I worked.
Well,
Yeah.
You had to prove you did at least 45 hours, but my average was 68.
right.
Well, and I was actually looking it up in Wisconsin. You can't have so many people underneath you. You can't be in charge of so many people because then you're
Then you have to be
exempt
salaried.
from the
Yep.
overtime classification.
Yep.
There's
But most people don't understand half that. Like, most people think that your job is required to give you a lunch or a break. In Wisconsin,
Not
it
in
is not.
Wisconsin, no.
if you're
it's,
under 18, yes.
suggested.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Under
If you're over 18,
If you're over 18,
they
you're
don't.
They don't need to
Shit,
give you a
no.
break. They don't need to give you a lunch. However,
If they give you a lunch and they don't pay you for it, you can leave and they can't stop
right,
you.
and if they give you a half an hour lunch and you decide to take it, but for whatever reason they need you to punch in after 29 minutes of sitting on your ass, according to the state, they owe you for your whole lunch.
Oh,
yep.
If they offer you a half an hour, they're required to give you a full half an hour, non-working.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Which I've never.
But
had
so
to
I mean,
actually do.
so this whole and that's why it's mostly the frickin' Starbucks workers and McDonald's workers that are bitching and moaning about
Well, the
this.
Starbucks workers have
'Cause they
a
don't know
legitimate
any
point.
better.
They're charging $35 for a small
Yeah,
coffee.
no fucking shit. They got the money to pay those
And
people.
honestly, because I've always
Or no, it's a tall coffee.
Yeah, it's not a it's a
It's
venture.
a grande. Or,
Grande?
Grande is large,
Venti
but
or-
small is tall.
in the same aspect, I know Ben and I were raised. You want a good job, you go to college, and make something of yourself. There aren't those jobs anymore, so we have sent a lot of people. Even Obama
but-
was giving scholarships and shit. So there is a flooding, but you should have went for something else.
Well, no,
because you can get a CNC machinist job like a motherfucker.
The problem-
And
down
get
there.
problem
paid
is-
really good.
yeah.
The problem is, we told everybody to go to college if you don't want to flip burgers. They didn't want to flip burgers, so they all went to college. And now they're coming out of college taking any job they can get for whatever wage they can get because they're afraid of flipping burgers.
Welcome to my generation.
Which, there's nothing wrong with flipping burgers.
Oh, no.
But they don't want to do it.
Right.
And we told them, go to college if you don't.
Yeah.
So they grab a job fresh out of college for...
Of which they're $100,000 in debt for.
Right,
Yeah.
but they grabbed that job for $25,000 a year,
Yep.
and then somebody who's got, when Nathan was looking for work, he went to a company in Algoma that produces packaging, though I won't mention their name.
Okay.
They produce screens
Yeah,
and
yeah,
graphics
yeah,
and
yeah,
packaging in Wisconsin. And Nathan wanted to make, he was making like 60 grand. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. I'm probably going to get too close for him to be happy with me. But he was making 60 grand at the yacht yard. The yacht yard was going to close, so he was looking for work. And they said he wanted to make what he was
what
making.
he's making, yeah.
And they said flat out, why would I pay you $60,000 when A, your job is about to close, so we have you, and B, I can hire somebody out of college for $25,000 a year.
There's part of it. Right
Why would I do it? And from a business standpoint, they're absolutely right. And it's because we flooded the market and we told kids to go to school for computers.
Yeah.
Because computers are a big thing.
Anything.
Yeah, but
Well, no, but you
They're
go
not
to
really
school for
learning
mortician,
anything,
you can get a job as a fucking mortician.
Oh yeah.
You go to school for
Well, because
fucking
people
nurse.
are always gonna die. of
Right.
course.
So, and
Don't bring
baby
up nursing because there's a long fucking wait for nursing around
But
around
there's-
here anyway.
Well, it's
so
only
you
a
can
year.
get into school.
It's
Well,
only a year.
Over a year.
No, we just last Monday went
Yeah.
to TC for Kennedy.
Back when I went, it was 2
It's
years.
a year wait.
It's
to
yeah.
get
For
a
the
nursing
associate, right?
program. Yep.
It's over 2 years to get into the RN.
No, the ADN, that's the RN program.
The 4-year degree?
The 4-year degree isn't an RN. RN is just an associate.
Don't want to.
I don't know. It's fucking
I just went
The
through
real nursing degree.
bachelor's degree.
The real-
There's a
is
2-year
that
wait.
fake one?
No,
after
it's
you have your
the
RN.
So
it's
when
the
I
one where you
read
can offer medicine and
That's
you can do
RN.
more stuff.
That
Yeah.
no
Well,
RN.
no,
RN
they
allows you to
reclassify
distribute
it.
medicine,
Right.
not
Practice.
prescribe or get.
Right.
So
You need
you're
to be a
talking
PA or
you're talking a
something
nurse
like that.
practitioner.
No. You need the nurse practitioner is a 6-year degree.
A bachelor's of nursing is what Pete's
Okay,
talking
anyway,
about. That's
yeah.
above an RN.
Okay. Anyway, why are we
okay.
arguing about nursing?
I have
Keep
because
going.
I was just saying.
Yeah.
We're talking
Okay. I
about
got what
people
you're
on-
saying.
But
Let's keep going.
there's a need for nursing
yeah.
right
There
now,
always will be.
and there always
Well,
will. be.
yeah.
Well, not always. Eventually, the baby boomers are going to die. There's going to be a glut of nurses because there's less of us.
Yes.
So what you guys are all saying is I'm not gonna make $15 an hour.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably none of us. We're all fucked.
Well,
Not if I have anything to say about it.
no, I don't know.
Well, because
There's a lot of people
If
out
you
there
raise the
that
minimum
are
wage to
supporting it.
$15 an hour, what you're actually going to end up doing is giving my wife an 8 to 12% pay decrease.
And right.
That's what's going to happen. Anybody who's making more than $15 an hour is going to get an 8 to 12%
Yep.
pay decrease.
And that's pretty much it.
Because it'll take 6 months to a year for inflation to catch up. So everybody will be living high on the hog for that year. But after that, you're going to be in worse shape. than
That's
you are
actually
now.
not true. It's going to be more than that because everybody's tax bracket is going to be higher. So they're going to be taxed at a higher wage and bringing home less money.
Oh, that's true too.
Because the state and federal government aren't going to lower it.
No, fuck
They'll
no.
reclassify poverty then to be
Yeah.
$30,000 a year or whatever it
Whatever
is.
it is.
Because then, because they won't make enough money at $15 an hour, like they don't make enough money now to live, right? So they're
Right.
not. The problem is that houses cost too much. Okay.
$15 an hour. Everybody would be in poverty. Everybody.
That's how much you make a year.
Right.
You make $15 an hour.
Yeah,
30,000.
31,200.
I made
Yeah.
12 grand last year.
That's
Okay.
declared.
I made.
So
probably
actually,
14.
what's happening
I made probably
here,
14
the
grand.
Koch brothers had brainwashed you
With
guys into believing that
You
if
make
everybody
it.
made $15 an hour,
Or if it's gonna be hunky.
we were all gonna go
No.
down the tube.
No,
No, we're not going to break down
the.
the.
We
What
took an
we're saying.
economics class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
I'm no
saying?
kidding.
We're gonna drag the people, the really rich people down.
No.
The
it's
really
not
rich
even-
people
no,
aren't
really
going to
rich
change.
people are.
The
They're never
people,
gonna
the
feel
middle
that.
class are going to get
The
screwed
middle class
again.
is one that's gonna feel.
Okay, well then we always get screwed anyway.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm not in the middle class anymore. What am I saying?
Right,
I'm in
and
lower.
and the thing is
poverty
the
poverty
but
class.
the thing is the poverty class. They're just going to take the poverty class and raise that
To
number
the-
up
Yeah.
because
More people
housing
involved
is
in
going
it.
to. It's how much you make versus cost of living and real cost of living.
So what's
Yeah.
wrong if I just feel a little better about myself because I'm making $15 an hour instead of $10 an hour?
and you're in the same place that you are now, and you have less
So
to
what's
show.
the fucking problem?
Because
I have a
everybody
problem
else
with
has
it.
So
something
what
to
is
show.
the problem?
You're bringing me down.
Yeah,
Everybody else has.
you're
less
bringing
to show.
everybody else down.
See, I don't care about you guys.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Like
No,
I said,
I agree with
bringing
him right
the upper
there.
class people, bringing the rich people down. What's wrong with that?
But
I'm
it's
not
maybe-
rich.
It's
You know
not
what?
the rich.
You're gonna
That's the
have a
problem.
problem now because I'm not gonna
If-
fix your fucking
If
car.
you're not
That's
rich,
the problem.
if you're not rich,
I am not rich
then why are you worried about me dragging you down a little bit?
because
farther
I don't
forward?
have that much of a buffer
Yeah,
to get drugged down.
It doesn't sound to me like
I
there's
work
a problem.
Class warfare.
Yeah,
Class
well,
warfare.
But
Yeah.
the problem
Once
is
again,
to
the
be able
Koch
to
brothers
live.
have brainwashed
Ah.
everybody to believe this shit.
That is not true.
Oh, that is
No.
true.
It is not.
Part of the other problem, though, is people are too stupid and ignorant to realize that they may raise it, but it's not going to affect everybody. It's not going to change the people who are in food.
No,
for people
they-
who are in agricultural.
Well, they don't know that, but
not
again,
to the
some
degree
people
they
don't.
think it's gonna.
Right.
anyway.
Yeah.
And in the end, it really doesn't change anything. It costs more money to do everything because everything's bottom
price of
end is
everything
gonna
goes
go
up.
way the hell up.
An example to talk.
So the people that want the $15 an hour really can't get the $15 an hour because they're in agriculture and they don't have to
Certain
pay
people.
them minimum wage?
And food service,
Anybody
right?
who's in agriculture and food service, if they get tips.
So we leave them where they are and raise the rest
not even food. Hairstylists, beauticians,
Right, anybody
all
who
that
gets
shit.
tips.
Anybody who
Everybody
gets
takes
tips.
Well, there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Any job who gets tips, they're not required to pay you
Over
with
agriculture.
the understanding that your
I
tips
understand.
make up the difference.
Well, if I open a business,
Yeah.
every one of my employees
I
is
got
going
a
to get
tip.
tips.
I got a
Yeah,
tip.
yeah.
Another place that
No,
they're
it was
exempt.
don't get into the field.
Another place that they're exempt is commission workers.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you get paid on commission, then you are exempt from a lot of those rules too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nothing is actually. It's not that nothing is going to change. Things will be. People will have less money to spend, by definition. In the end, initially it'll look really nice,
Yeah.
and then after about 6 months to a year, everything is going
I
to
would say
go up.
until your
and
your
you're
rent
going to
and
get.
your electricity, your
You're going to get the
cable bill,
biggest
your-
inflation that.
Well,
Pers-
especially with
that we've ever
$15, you're talking about
So in other
double
words,
that.
Yeah.
everything pretty much stays the same.
No, it'll be
Except-
worse. It'll be worse. That's what I'm
No, I'll be
saying.
making $15 an hour.
But you
No,
get- you'll
right,
get-
but
you'll
you'll
lose
be
more
bringing
taxes.
home.
I will be feeling better about
Right.
myself.
Nobody gives a shit.
I
I'll give you a certificate
I will walk home with
participation.
my
I would say right now,
high in
I
the
hope
air, and
there's
I will be
$15
proud.
to fuck all
Because
your
you're
ass.
making
Because
$15.
I'm
I get
making
all of my
$15.
taxes
But
back.
only bringing
Like,
home
a
you-
single penny of it
you
right
and the
now. I'm not
government
getting bumped into a higher
want
tax
to bring
rate
me
than
down.
$15.
God damn it, don't spill my fucking
soda!
Hey, you made me sit over here. Keep your
Funny
stuff on your
argument.
table.
His soda was sitting over
It's
there
a funny
before.
argument for the show.
Yep.
Hey,
Should be happy.
Yeah, he moved it and I didn't see. Sorry about your goddamn soda. Fucking fascist.
I say they raise it to $15. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, raise
I
it
get
15.
all
I'm
my
good with
tax
it.
money back right now. Every single. Well, sorry.
But right, but you're
I don't
not-
get my Social Security and I don't get my Medicare, Medicaid,
But
whichever
At
one they take
$15 an
out.
hour, we'll still
How
get
long,
all
how
our
long
tax
do you
back.
work a year? How,
6 months.
6 months.
Right.
So fuck off. Don't bitch about how much you make.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm saying.
Well, no, but
I'm
but
saying
it's-
if I made $15 an hour that half year, I'd be even happier.
Well, but
There
you
you go.
have
But
to
you'd be in
figure
the same
too.
spot you're
That
in.
would be two of us then that would be
No,
proud.
but you get all your
walking
tax
down
money
the
back.
road.
Okay,
I
but you're also
am.
talking about your video games
Yeah, I
cost
know.
you more. You're talking about your
Everything
gas
goes
costs
up,
you
the
more.
inflation
So
goes up,
you're
I
going to be
understand.
able to
Oh, gas is
split that
going
down.
up anyway.
I understand.
But that
so,
dollar
yeah, but-
will
and
go
that's-
up.
so what
that'll
you're saying
go
is
up
for the
even
first
more.
2 years when
Well, it's
inflation
still
happens,
going
I
up.
should
What the
save
hell's
that
the
fucking
difference?
money. Or,
No,
sorry,
you should
invest my
spend
money.
the shit out
It's
of it.
called
yeah,
the
it's gonna be
cycle
because
of
it's
life.
gonna be
worth
less
it.
I
and
get a
less,
raise, everything goes up.
Hey,
It's the same way. It doesn't matter if I,
I
get
like boobies.
$10 an
I do
hour.
too.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
I like boobies too.
Boobies make everything
Boobies.
We're a
better.
fan of Top Hat.
There ain't a fucker here except Pete.
Cancer, get the fuck up.
So you have these two.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
Wait, what?
No.
What?
That one.
What? What?
Want the 15?
Oh, 15.
Who want the
I'm joking
15?
about it.
I understand.
I
if
mean,
you
do you
wanna
get what
raise
we're
it a
saying?
Oh,
little-
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean,
We get what
everything
you're
will
saying.
go up
We
in
don't
price
give a
if you put
shit
the
what
dollar
you're
in.
saying.
but the thing is this is the
Like I
actually
said,
this
this
is
is
the
a
problem.
high
No, no. But this is the problem because by throwing out again doubling the
Yeah,
minimum
it's-
wage.
Right, because that's a huge.
It's a
You're,
huge-
you're
if you
throwing
raise
this
it
in
a
a
dollar,
dollar.
that's a different story.
People's conversation is just
anybody
going
think-
this far, maybe, but it's
Yeah.
not going to the fact that
What are
the real problem is that there are people who are working hard, okay, that are not making enough money to live.
Yeah.
Okay,
A
that's
living
because
wage.
there is not good affordable housing because
Yep.
housing costs skyrocketed. They dropped, but they're too expensive, right? Normal things that people need to live. Not sure gas kind of falls.
Yeah,
in.
it's
Well, it
right
depends
now.
on-
But let's
Depends on where you
talk
live.
about normal utilities.
Depends where you live.
Heating your home, cooling
Right.
your home.
Well, cooling isn't necessarily depending on where you live. Like in Wisconsin,
Wisconsin
you
You have
have
to
to
have
have
talk right in down south. You
need
have
cooling.
to have
You need it.
cooling.
Yeah.
I'm just normal
Right.
things.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live, those things. Basic food, not eating out every
Yeah,
day or
just
anything
basic
else.
food.
You know,
Milk,
well,
butter,
actually,
cheese.
fresh.
You're talking
Oh,
about
you
wanna eat out? Milk, bread, and cheese.
if you're talking about things that are going,
I eat out
you're
every
talking about
fucking
all
day.
the things that go up whether I get a raise or not.
But the fresh food and vegetables
It's
are going
telling
up
me,
too.
yes, everything's going up. It's all going up now.
What's your favorite flavor?
And it's going to go up
Oh,
astronomically
don't give me
faster.
that crap.
Yeah, no
Dude,
fucking shit.
a stock boy
I'm
that's
so
making
sick and tired of hearing
$7.50 an
how
hour
bad
now
the
is going
world
to be
is
making
if
15.
I'm making
You don't think
$15 an hour.
You don't think your
I
Campbell
have-
soup isn't going to go up?
So what?
Where
I'm
the hell-
making $15 an hour. I'll buy 2 cans of soup.
But you
saying.
want
But that's all you'll be able to buy. That's all I can buy now.
No, but that's
Jesus
that's
Christ.
the point. He won't though.
Where in the hell?
You're not going to be able to afford 2 cans of soup. You're only going to
Bullshit!
get
I'm
one.
making $15 an hour.
In all
But you're
seriousness,
taking home only 2.
if
Oh,
the federal
now Timmy
government
wants to
actually
say boobies
raises,
and
Oh, I know.
serious.
if the federal government actually raises the minimum wage, I think another thing that people don't realize, the cost of living in California is a lot different than the cost of living in Wisconsin. The federal, as I understand it, minimum wage is $7.25.
Right.
Yeah.
So every state has to abide by at least $7.25.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the federal government jumps in, $15 may not be a pinch of shit in California,
But it's
a
not.
lot
Here.
But it's a lot
Yeah,
here,
it's huge.
and I don't
Well,
think
actually,
people
there's a lot
understand
of
that.
states and there's a lot of even just cities that have already raised minimum wage so that they
Oh,
can keep
yes,
the people
one of them-
living there.
Seattle
Was
did.
it Seattle that did it? Okay.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's them. That's state and
Well,
local is completely different than
You
federal.
realize though,
Is that
also,
is that
Right,
the
because
entire-
you
Federal
if they
mandate is
raise-
a big deal.
That's-
if
And
they raise
well-
it to $15 an hour, it is not going to go up to $15 an hour magically overnight.
It
is
has
going to
to.
go up to no.
Yeah, if
It
they
will
raise
not.
it, it has to.
Once
No,
it's passed,
federal
no,
law.
it's not going to go up like that though. Minimum wage
Well,
will
they
get
probably
passed
won't
so
set it
that
up
you'll
that
make.
way. They'll
First
probably
it'll
go
be
for like
$10
3
an
months or
hour,
something.
and then it'll be for another 3 years, $12 an hour. It is not going to go up
Right.
automatically.
Yeah,
Exactly. And
that's
you know
fair.
why?
So it's going to take 5 or 6
it's a better
years
follow
before it even
inflation.
gets
No,
up to
it's because
$15 an hour.
because
raises do you
the
get a
human
year?
or because our people as a whole
I
are
think
stupid,
everybody else.
and they won't. They won't recognize the slower change. They'll get used to getting screwed over more. So then getting screwed over a little more is not where if you jump it up $15 an hour, they'd be
Everybody
going,
got screwed, we
"Oh,
would be outraged.
this is
Well-
probably not a good idea."
Well, then small businesses couldn't handle that. Like Walmart, McDonald's, and
Well, and that's
Starbucks,
what-
that wouldn't be a problem.
But that's like Seattle. They raised it to $15 an hour, whatever. Good
I
for
was
them.
saying.
You can move your business out of Seattle. In fact, a lot have.
I'm
They
assuming
moved to
they
the
did,
suburbs,
yeah.
and now the
Oh,
suburbs are
there's-
taking over all the restaurants
Yeah.
and the bars.
I
and,
could definitely,
and
yeah, oh, totally.
They're making out.
That makes fucking sense. I can see that.
And the
coming a
people,
mile away.
right? And the people, where are they going to spend their money now?
Oh yeah.
Not in
Or,
the city
not
of
in the city.
Seattle.
No.
But if they do it federally,
Well, that's been happening to Green Bay over the last 20 years. Everything moved from Green Bay, was in the center of the city, moved to Ashwaubenon.
But that's
right. But
taxes.
now
and
stuff's
now,
moving out
and
of
now they're
Ashwaubenon.
moving Ashwaubenon to Swamico.
Well, that's
Howard,
because
actually.
Ashwaubenon has ridiculous fucking city ordinances again for businesses.
really?
Like you have to. When I worked at the Dump, which was a furniture store, I don't know why they called it the Dump.
Because
I
it
thought
was.
clever. It was. But in order, they got fined for hanging a sign. On the sign outside, they hung a vinyl banner on the sign,
Because it wasn't the sign
and
was a
they
vinyl
got
banner.
fined for hanging that banner.
on their sign.
And then when they lit the sign, they got fined for not having a permit to light the sign that already had fucking bulbs in it. Because there's ordinances about hanging stuff outside. There's ordinances about any type of LED shit. It's ridiculous, and that's why businesses are moving out of Swamico
'Cause of
or out
shitty
of
rules.
Ashwaubenon because they're just ridiculous.
Well, and
Well, and they're following
Ashwaubenon
the
got
money.
them there
Right.
because they gave them the land.
Yep.
People bought land for $1. They bought big complexes for $1. Well, then the city,
Now it's going to cost them
then,
$15.
And they're not going to be able to afford it, right?
That's right. The point is, whether they raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, because there's no way there's a company out there that's going to do that on their own. This is all happening anyway. My point, I understand what you're trying to say, except that it's already
But it's not happening.
It is happening.
Seattle already switched.
You
to
don't
15.
see
It's-
inflation?
It's a,
That's
it's a slow change.
Right. It'll,
Slow-
no.
well,
Seattle
we'll see what
switched
happens.
to $15
I
an
was
hour
saying,
now.
right over.
Seattle
We'll see what
can.
happens.
The next mayor can come in and they can freaking
You don't
change
see
it
the
back.
cost. You know your
Recent, wasn't it?
electricity's
That was
going
within the
up
last
next
couple
year.
months.
Yeah,
Your
because
cost of
anytime
raise-
the power company freaking wants more
gas
money,
is
they
going
can.
up. I didn't get a raise.
Actually, gas is down really from 5
Rent
years
is
ago.
going
still.
up. I didn't get a raise. What the hell's the difference? So give me the fucking raise. Because everything's going up anyway.
But
Don't
everything will
sit
go
there.
up faster.
Oh, bullshit. Do not sit there and blame me. Everything's going up because I'm making a little more money.
I'm not blaming
That is
you.
bullshit.
No,
You're blaming me.
No, I'm blaming everybody.
Pointing fingers. You've been pointing fingers at me all night.
No, I'm not pointing fingers
Point them
at
at
you.
him too.
I'm pointing also at Eric.
You've been pointing over here.
Honestly, I've never worked a job that I deserve $15 an hour at. Honestly.
What the hell's the difference? They're willing to pay you $15 and take it.
They're not willing to pay you $15. If they were willing to pay you $15,
They will be willing
it
to
would
pay
be
you
a federal
$15.
mandate.
If the government says that they will, because they're not going to do it on their
No,
own.
they're going to
But
go
why
to...
should the government
They're
say
not
how
gonna do
much
it.
a job should be paid?
But they're not...
Because the companies aren't going to do it.
Open your
sit
own
back-
company then.
Companies sit there and say, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that." They never fucking
I'll
do
tell you
that
what.
anyway.
Open your own company
can't.
up then,
He
and
can
then you
only-
pay everybody
he can't.
$15
I
an
can't,
hour.
'cause I don't make
He can
$15
only
an hour.
buy 2 cans of soup.
But the thing
That's
is...
right.
And only one if he goes to $15
I can-
an
if
hour.
I
But
save one
what they're going
can.
to do is pay you $15 an hour to load machinery to ship it to Mexico.
Yeah. pretty
That's
much.
what they're going to do.
No,
Where
it's
are
not
you-
Mexico anymore. It's,
Well, no.
it's
Oh, it's
China.
going to China.
But, well,
Hey,
no,
we
it's
got
not
a
going to
line
go to
that's
China
going
because they
to
can't afford it
the
anymore
Netherlands.
either.
One of our lines is going right to the Netherlands.
Yep.
Because they
Oh,
make the
Netherlands.
product there.
But that's when the UAW pushed for more shit. What happened? GM closed fucking domestic plants down.
So it's happening anyway. It's going to happen.
If the UAW had to
If
push for an
the
outrageous
government
wage,
doesn't raise wages, they're still going to ship them out of the country.
Well, then you can be unemployed.
Well, no. By that reasoning,
Yeah, but-
it's going to happen anyway, so we shouldn't fight it. We're all going to die. We should just
Well, yeah,
not
we're all
buy
going to
food.
die. Some of us are going to die a little faster than the rest
Whoa,
of
whoa,
us.
whoa. We're gonna fucking die? I just know it's fucking work tomorrow.
Right, it's inevitable. We're going to die. We should all just be nihilists then, because...
And,
Ooh,
you know,
ooh.
he
Whatever.
brought
What's
up
the
word
word
meat. He brought
Nothing.
up like utilities going up and
Putting
shit,
nothing.
like gas and electric and shit going up. If you want to piss and moan about people about that shit going up, piss and moan that the government allows those companies to charge you for the lawyers for the people who don't pay their shit over the fucking winter.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, that Seattle thing, it's smaller businesses have to raise their wages to 15 over the next 7 years.
That's what I
It's a
said. It
lot
doesn't
of
go
big
up.
business.
Yeah.
But big
There
business-
is no way that
much
you're going to see $15 tomorrow.
Well, no. 'cause-
But
Right,
yeah,
but
But what Pete's saying
But
is
what?
if you do it over a slow, people are
But
so
over
stupid
7
they're not
years,
going to
like-
realize
Right.
the effect it
You're saying-
takes.
Right, but if you did it right away, they would see the reality that
Oh,
they
yeah.
will ignore.
all small businesses
They
would
will
just
ignore.
close.
They will ignore this reality going forward. Okay, so inflation is going up, and the cost of everything is going up faster than what you're getting a raise. Okay, what I'm saying is by getting your raise, inflation is going to skyrocket the hell up, and you're going to even be farther behind than what you were
Well,
before.
not only
Seems to
that,
me that I heard this shit long before you guys were fucking born.
And you didn't learn that.
And you're-
not only that, you think of Seattle,
I didn't
they had
believe it
7
then.
years. They had
But
7
it was
years
right
to raise
then.
the shit.
Large
Now,
businesses
you now have
3
small
years.
companies saying,
Actually,
give you a raise? I'm not giving you a raise.
No, we're just
In
moving to
3 years-
Lakeland.
In 3 years,
Yeah.
I gotta boost your minimum wage up. So
So
you'll
I'm-
get your raise in 3 years.
Plus,
Or no,
plus
and they're
they'll
saying
say
that
this.
they'll relocate to
Jim,
Lakeland
in order to
in
keep
3
your
years.
job now,
So
you have to
big
do twice as
business
much work
wins
because I
again.
can't afford to hire help.
They do that where I work now.
I know, and they're going to do it more.
But in Seattle, did
Sorry,
you hear
dude.
that? Big businesses don't have to raise their minimum wage to $15 an hour. Just the small ones do.
No, not right. I think big ones do, just not
is
right
the
away.
Seattle one?
Yeah.
The Seattle big businesses, 500 employees or more, have 3 years
Oh.
to raise. I just read that.
Oh,
Raise
so
to
they have
15.
longer
They
to
have
get
3
there.
years. Small employees have 7. Employers have 7.
Oh, it's the opposite.
Small employers have a longer time.
Huh.
Under
But
500
there's so many
employees.
things. What you know, one of the things they're going
But
to
that
not
can-
cover.
that can be rescinded in
You know one of the
3 years.
things. You know one of the things employers are going to stop covering because they don't legally have to, and people don't realize it. Healthcare. You're going to lose benefits if they have to pay $15 an hour.
No, they
I
have
already
to
know.
have
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
You have
They
to
do
have
not
health
have to
care.
have
They
provide
don't
health
have to give
insurance.
It's
you
called a benefit.
They do not have to provide health insurance or vacation.
They
If
provide
it's a
it for
fucking benefit, how come I gotta pay for it?
because Obama said you do now.
Right, but they're not going to provide health care because they don't have to by law.
It's a benefit that they
They
provide
do
the
it.
opportunity.
They do it because some employers do, and they would
thanks
lose.
a lot,
they
Tim.
would
would
lose
lose
It's
their
competitive
Yeah.
advantage to keep their
Oh,
employees.
come on down.
That's suspicious.
Right.
Jesus
Glad we could
Christ.
ruin your day.
What? No, but and
My
benefits,
fucking
but that's
hamburgers
what's
aren't
gonna
even
happen.
starting to digest yet.
Well, you
God.
better hope they don't, because if it goes up, we could be able to afford shit. I hope those are some big fucking
Oh
papers.
no! He'll still be able to afford hamburgers because farm workers will get fucked because they don't have to get a raise.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want you to know that if minimum wage goes up, you're going to be the fucker I kill first, because I'm going to cannibalism.
Oh shit!
That's
I
nice.
gotta
I'll fatten up a little bit for you, Timmy.
All right, your can of soup?
And since I know you're coming over, I'll be right
Are we going to vote on this one now?
with my can. Oh, who needs a gun? I like a club.
The problem is we're all going to vote the same way, but for completely different reasons. Because I give $5 about them raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
I give
Because I think
$5.
it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a horrible idea. I want to see what happens in Seattle. We'll see over the next 3 years, and if they do actually get rid of it after 3 years.
I'm gonna go with 5, but for a different reason
Okay.
than all the rest of you. Mine is because this is doing exactly what they want it to do.
Who's they?
The government.
Okay.
The Koch brothers.
The government.
The Koch brothers
and-
are behind
Yeah,
this.
brainwashing. You're right.
No, they're not. I work for them.
We all work for them.
Well, I work for them.
Okay.
But anyway,
What
but they're
evil
not.
lurks in the hearts of men? The Koch
What they're
brothers.
doing, this is another misdirection.
Oh.
Okay? It's another misdirection to get
like
people
man.
all up in arms on one end or the other of a polarizing
Yeah, to get
idea.
two people- yeah,
because
two
you're
groups of
not
people
dealing
fighting.
with the fact
No,
of
you're just
how can we
arguing
get
about it.
people to be
Did-
able to live.
Did it sound like we were arguing?
No, not
No.
at all. I don't fuck you're talking about.
So that's why I care.
Okay, Tim.
No.
Don't take my fucking money. Don't take my leg, don't take my fucking
How
money.
many fucks are you
I
giving?
give $5.
Pauly?
I get $5 for the same reason he said. He's absolutely right. We're
Yeah.
just playing into their hands again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like a sex scandal or a
Yeah.
Yep.
whatever, it's misdirection.
But I
It's
still want
shell game.
$15 an
I
hour.
know.
I do too. I'll take $50 an hour. Give me fucking right.